In the vast and often unpredictable wilderness of the digital world, there exists a creature both majestic and incredibly comical. The penguin. For decades, these flightless birds have infiltrated video games across every genre imaginable. From iconic platformers to open-world RPGs to the depths of online multiplayer lobbies, the video game Penguin has proven itself to be remarkably adaptable. Today, we set out on an ambitious expedition, a journey across time, genres, and the entire world to answer one important question. Which video game has the best penguin? Now, before we begin our expedition, we have to establish some criteria for ranking these penguins. I mean, what makes a good penguin? Why do people like penguins so much? Well, they are very, unique animals, and they trigger what scientists call cute response traits. They have large heads, small bodies, they walk in a weird way with their waddling, they have cute social behavior, and of course, they can be pretty clumsy. So they're kinda just lovable animals. And this, of course, should carry over into their video game form. So what makes a good video game penguin? Number 1, a good design. Penguins are one of the most unique looking birds, and this has to be a large part of their video game aesthetic. Realism can work, but cartoony penguins can be just as good, if not better. Number 2, good interactability. Seeing a penguin is all good and fun, but what's the point of including one in your video game if you can't interact with them? Like feeding them, petting them, other activities? They've just got to have some sort of interesting gameplay with them. Those are the big two in making a good video game penguin. There might be more game-specific criteria, but for now, I won't delay any longer. Let's begin ranking, starting with one of the most iconic penguins in video game history. Mario 64 is actually the oldest game on this list, and while it is not the first video game penguin appearance, it is undoubtedly one of the most iconic. On the level Cool Mountain, you can find both a mother penguin and a bunch of little baby penguins, one of which the mother is looking for. Because of the iconicness of this design that showed up in many other Mario games, like Mario Kart Wii, I want to rank this pretty high. But, unfortunately, there's a dark twist to this penguin. What is it actually known for? Killing the baby penguin. That's right, just throwing them off the mountain. That's why people know this penguin. I guess video games really do cause violence, huh? So, good penguin? Yes, it's a good design, and the silly little sounds they make are great too. But bad interactability and bad iconicness. A penguin shouldn't be remembered for being killed. So, a solid B tier, I think. But what if I told you the design could get even better? Let's upgrade the graphics. Should be just up ahead. Whoa, way too much. Tune it back a little bit. There we go. This is honestly a great progression of the original design. It's just a little more rounder, which I like quite a bit. Bump it up to a B+, I think. Now, to counter the cartoony look of penguins in Mario 64, let's take a look at one of the most realistic depictions of penguins in any game. Planet Zoo. Now, I've never really played these city builder games, so it might take me a second to figure out how to get the penguins, but, How do you even get animals? Why are there no penguins? Ugh, forget that. Here's World of Zoo on my DS. I played this game back when I was just a young kid, and had a great time taking care of my penguins, such as White, Fred, and Speedy. There's actually a lot of different penguins to choose from here, like my goat, the Chinstrap. And there's a little penguin minigame where you can get them food. This is what Planet Zoo should be like. A good combination of realism and interactivity. World of Zoo penguins get a B tier as well. Did anyone else think it was awesome when Elden Ring randomly added these little penguin guys? Like, I never saw anyone talk about this, but I was so hyped. No wonder Elden Ring is the best From Software game. But no real interactability, so that's gotta be a C tier penguin. But that's better than 0 penguins, which kind of reminds me of that time I went to the North Pole. Where are all the penguins? Santa! Now, I heard Subnautica Below Zero had some sort of penguin creature, but I never really played this one, so I'm not sure what to expect. Oh, I think I see them over there. That's pretty cute. What the hell? These guys are like cute from a distance, but awful close up. No offense. Like, why do their mouths open on the top like that? Yuck. Anyways, I'll give some praise. It's an interesting creative choice, and they still got the vibes of penguins down pretty good, so that's impressive. I like that you can pick them up and that the parents actually defend their kids. Mario 64. But they're still pretty creepy. Solid C tier penguin, or pengling, I guess. Pretty gross either way. This one honestly had me questioning this video. I mean, I don't know, maybe I should have ranked video game gorillas or something instead. Oh, who's that, you're wondering? Don't worry about him. I had a run-in with him in one of my last videos, and I had to, decommission him, but he's not a problem now. Anyways, back to the penguins. Oh, I really wish this video had a game featuring both penguins and soda. Is probably exactly what you're thinking right now, right? Well, sorry to disappoint, but what kind of request even is that? Of course there's no game featuring penguins and soda. SodaPowered Penguin. Dude, this game is a blast. It feels like Celeste, but it's more about like building up momentum and precise dashing. Like, holy, go on Steam and try the demo right now. You won't be disappointed. Oh, yeah, and I really like the penguin too. Attaching soda to your back and using it to fly is a very flightless bird thing to do. Reminds me of Chicken Little. Instant A tier, for sure. The next game was probably the most unexpected experience I came across while making this video, so, buckle up. Penguin Hotel is a random free Steam game I found, a mascot horror game to be exact. Of course, because it had penguins, I needed to try it out. You're basically searching for your lost kid in Penguin Hotel, which is a tourist destination filled with animatronic penguins that now have a mind of their own. Pretty spooky stuff. You also have this magic camera that you use to pick up objects or enemies and place them in different areas. It's actually a cool mechanic, I'm not gonna lie. But the highlight of this game for me was for sure the characters. S tier penguin alert. It's floppy disk penguin. What a guy. Big Pen is the main antagonist. Pretty creepy. And there's this robot guy who is actually pretty cool. Dude, this is like the first nice guy I've met in this game that isn't trying to kill me. I like this guy. Stupid game. Overall, great game, great penguins, might be the first S tier of the video. I also tried the co-op game Bread and Fred, which features penguin characters, except I played it by myself. So then it features a rock character, and you have to carry this dumb rock around and throw it, and it was painful. It's like, oh, here's a fun platformer, but you actually have to carry this stupid rock for the whole time anyways. So I only played this one for about 5 minutes before I quit. But I did like the penguin, C tier. I heard this Batman game is supposed to have penguins in it, but I don't know. I was playing it and I really couldn't find any. From what I played, I don't know who suggested penguins, but I felt like it would be pretty out of place here. Unless I'm missing something, but that's pretty unlikely. This actually reminds me of that time I went to the North Pole on opposite day. Where are all the penguins? Wait, what day is it again? Damn it.
Alright, don't make me stand on you.
Now, there's one game out there that I haven't mentioned yet. One game that some people might call the biggest penguin game ever. So, let me address the elephant in the room. Hey. Now, as I was saying, the game I'm talking about is Club Penguin. I actually thought this game was long gone. Rest in peace. But it's actually not gone? That's right, there are efforts to keep Club Penguin alive. And I tried one out. Not gonna lie, I never actually played this before, but I did some sledding, I did some dancing. Yep, it seems pretty awesome. Undeniably one of the best and most iconic cartoon penguin designs though. Like, look at this guy. Definitely an A-tier penguin right here. Now, how many of you guys remember the second coolest penguin movie from the early 2000s? That's right, Happy Feet. What a strange concept for a movie. Anyways, as was tradition back then, I was sure there was gonna be a movie tie-in game, and I was correct. But the only way this game could be good is if it was some sort of rhythm game. Oh my god, it's a rhythm game. It plays like that clicky rhythm game, Osu or something, but this one is way easier. And there's this sick dancing penguin up top the whole time. And the songs aren't very good. And there's these painfully boring sliding minigames in between the songs. Truly a great game right here. B-tier penguin. Now, how many of you guys remember the coolest penguin movie from the early 2000s? That's right, Surf's Up. What a cool concept for a movie. Once again, a movie tie-in game was ready for me to try it. And this one is a racing game, like Mario Kart. But you're surfing, and you get to play as all the penguins in the movie. And the chicken. Yeah, it's awesome. There's great penguin representation, and the racing is about as good as you'd expect for a game like this. Another B-tier penguin. Ooh, now this is a good game. Abzu is any aquatic flora and fauna enjoyer's dream game. It's really just a beautiful showcase of what places like this can offer. And of course, there are also some penguins present. Woo-hoo. Adelie penguins to be exact, and they are awesome. It's a pretty accurate representation of them, and you can even grab onto them and float around. Truly a great game for penguin and all other sea creature representation. Go play it if you haven't already. A-tier penguin. And believe it or not, folks, that is the conclusion to our epic penguin ranking. Of course, there are other games with penguins, maybe with big appearances or maybe with small appearances. But I hope I hit all of the big penguins and had a few in there that surprised you. Penguins are truly one-of-a-kind creatures, and I think video games do a great job of representing that. Make sure to drop a comment with your favorite penguin species. No freaky comments this time, guys. I have plenty of those. So with that, I'll see you in the next video. What?
Penguins, huh? Interesting choice.
What are you talking about? Who doesn't love penguins?
Of course. Everyone does.
What do you want?
Not much. Just next time, when you choose a video game animal to rank, maybe think a little harder. 'Cause I think there's a big one you're missing.
What?
And I thought you liked gorillas.
No! No! Wait!